In this InDesign tutorial, I'm going to show you a really cool advanced feature called spanning columns. So I'm going to go to File and Open. In Chapter 5, folder number 4, I'm going to go through text formatting. Really basic page right here. And that's a lot to read. So I'm going to click on it with my black arrow, hit Command B or Object Menu, Text Frame Options, and I'm going to split this into 2 columns. I'm going to make the gutter a little bit wider. There we go. And I'm going to click the 4th button here, justify my text. But the title gets really small. Okay, so I'm going to highlight just the title. And I'm going to go to my character panel. We'll start hitting the up arrow, maybe make it 21 points. But that looks stupid because now it says the history of the G.I. Joe team. Well, I want this to be one long title. Okay, but it's going to stop right at that column. Type can only fit in one column, but I want it to go across. So instead of drawing a whole separate text box, I've already put it all in here. I'm going to highlight the first line, the history of the G.I. Joe team, and way up here in the upper right corner is a little hidden pop-up. I'll click that, and unfortunately that's getting cut off by my demo. So let me just move this over here. Click there and say span columns. So now I can turn on the preview and let's span the columns. Space after the span, let's hit the up arrow, push a little space right there so that line comes down. Okay. Now let's move this back over. And now, even though the column ends here, this line can span across that gutter. So now I can highlight this line of type again, right here. And we'll make the size even bigger. There we go. Now I can span the column space. There we go, the history of the G.I. Joe team. But notice how this has a little bit of extra space right here. This line comes up. So I'm going to just click right before the word the, hit delete once. There we go. So now I've balanced out my text. And I can always highlight this line. Go to my paragraph panel. Let's see if I can do space after. This is space before. Ah, there we are. Space after. Hit the up arrow. And nope, there we go. Now we can get that. It was just slow catching up to me there. All right, space after that. So it's recognizing this first line as its own paragraph. So I got a little bit more extra room underneath. I can click and drag at the bottom right here and just kind of balance out my text a little more. Right there, but that looks stupid because it looks like I started the next paragraph. So I might need a little bit more room. Or in a design like this, maybe throw in a photo right there to kind of balance out the space. So that's how you can get text to go across the column, span the column instead of being trapped into 2 lines by going way up here to the right. And we did that span column. It's getting cut off again, but you get the idea. Review the video if you want to learn how to do that again. Spanning columns of text here in InDesign.